Hello everyone and welcome to episode 1 of the cell cycle. Alright, what you're looking at is a cell, and the outer boundary here is the cell membrane, and this middle circle represents the nucleus. Now the cell cycle is divided into two main categories: interphase and mitosis or meiosis. Okay, so the two main phases are interphase and then mitosis or meiosis. Now this is a body cell and it will undergo mitosis. So during interphase, what happens is we have the G1, S, and G2 phases. In our nucleus, we'll have chromosome big Y and chromosome little y. These chromosomes are homologous chromosomes, which means that they're the same type of chromosome. Now I don't know if you can really see the big Y and little y, but nonetheless. During the growth phase, we'll also have in the outside of our cell these plastic pieces which are centrioles, and when they join together they form centrosomes. So I'm going to put a centrosome in the outside of the cell in the cytoplasm here, and the centrosome is where the spindle fibers are connected to. These are what draw the chromosomes apart from each other during mitosis. Now during the growth phase of interphase, what happens is the organelles, like this centrosome, are also replicated. So I'm going to put two centrosomes there. Now we're still in interphase, and during S phase, or synthesis phase, what happens is these chromosomes replicate. So I'm going to put another, big Y here, and a small y. Okay, so what I have here are our original two chromosomes, and now they've replicated and they're joined at the centromere, which is the middle of the chromosome. And if I were to separate these in half or talk about each side, I've got a chromatid, and together the two chromatids join together to form the chromosome with its duplicate. Alright, we're ready to begin mitosis now. So that was interphase, where we had our organelles duplicating. So this is our centrosome duplicating, and our chromosomes duplicating as well. We are now ready to begin mitosis. The first stage of mitosis is prophase. And during prophase, what happens is the two centrosomes migrate to opposite poles of the nucleus and are getting ready to pull these chromosomes apart. What also happens during prophase is that the nuclear envelope starts disappearing. And it's at this point when you can actually see the chromosomes. Now we have metaphase, the second stage of mitosis. And during metaphase, what happens is these chromosomes line along the center of the cell. Okay, so that is metaphase. The third stage is anaphase. And during anaphase, there are spindle fibers that come out to connect to each side of the centromeres of each chromosome and the chromatid pairs. And what happens during anaphase is that these spindle fibers start pulling each chromatid to the opposite side of the cell. So during anaphase, we have these being pulled away toward each pole of the cell, and the homologous chromosome. And its two chromatids pulling to opposite sides of the cell. Telophase is the last stage of mitosis. And what happens during telophase is the cell actually starts pinching off and comes to divide in two. And when this pinching off, or cytokinesis, occurs, what you end up having is two identical cells, and I don't know how I'm going to make this, but so these are two identical cells than what you started with. So mitosis has effectively doubled the cell, from parent cell to two daughter cells.